Yes. Once again, coming at you on a Tuesday night. If it's Tuesday night, this is where you'll find us. If it's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, right? Does it? I want some Eastern fans. I want you to put the call out, Cowboy Jack Durango. But put the war cry out.
Start sending smoke signals, dude. We're gonna bring in the East Coasters. Let's heal the East Coast West Coast beef.
That's right.
Let's do that.
That's right. Let's do it. Yeah, we have so many people in the chat. Bubble Pug, who only has school for another week. I think I saw her tweet. So congrats to you. We got Ed. We have AMSR. Oh, that's a big market. We need to.
Is it ASMR or AMS?
He can put it any way he wants. He's a Patreon supporter, so
that's right.
I will not correct him. Hello. Yes, best part of the week. Always ready to party. And yes, Ian, if Sports Cards is here. Yes. Oh, thank you. And the Golden God, yes, indeed, is here. Let's do it.
When you're number one in the Beer Baseball Blog Fantasy Baseball Squad, you are a Golden God because you guys are talented, and I'm number one, bro.
That's true. You have a smoking team, and you're doing well. Not only you're doing well, you won the month of May. You won. You went 3-1, and you won. Like, you had so many cumulative games that you won the tiebreaker. But you also are in first place overall, which is very impressive. Especially, and I'm gonna say it right now because I'm super jealous, and I have 2 losing fantasy baseball teams. Some great beginner's luck for you, and much luck here in June. And I say that I say that very nicely on the show. I might not mean it, but I'm going to say it.
Dude, three months ago, you said the IL will become your worst enemy, and I'm quickly learning that.
Yes, that, and you never know. It can hit you, and then there's also like COVID. People could go on COVID or bereavement and different things. So yeah, it goes quick. You have to be on it every day. Yep, but you'll learn. You're doing okay. So what am I giving you tips?
Why are you telling me I'm Mr. Number One, dude?
Well, let's do it. Welcome to another Tuesday. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast. We're a little bit country. We are a little bit lock and lull, keeping baseball history alive, one beer at a time. Collectively, we are the Beer Baseball Blog, the adventures of craft beer and baseball. Welcome to episode 109 for May 31st, 2022. Wherever you are watching us today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Some housekeeping before we start. If you'd like to support us and all of our efforts here at the Beer Baseball Blog, you can buy our stickers, buttons, and beer coasters on our Etsy page. Go to beerbaseball.store. If you'd like to become more connected with us and involved, become a Patreon member for as low as $5 a month. Go to patreon.com/Beer Baseball. I'm going to scroll our most wonderful, amazing Patreon supporters right here. Thank you so much. We totally appreciate it. And I would say if you're going to become a Patreon subscriber, do not do it today. Do it tomorrow, so you're not billed twice. But you can actually help us out. We have a lot of stuff coming up. We have Card Sharks. We have some other content that we're cultivating right now and going to be putting out there. So definitely be watching out for that. So where I'm at right here. Yeah, let's go to the lineup. What's that?
That was such a flawless intro, man.
I don't know.
Smooth like butter, dude. Well done.
I had a couple stammers there.
Nah.
All right, so here's the lineup card for today. As you see, it's pretty threadbare. We got half the team here, but the other half will be here quickly. Angelo Trinidad, who is the VP of Content Development here at the Beer Baseball Blog, will be on very shortly. Also, the field correspondent and senior research analyst here at the Beer Baseball Blog, Kevin Lyon, will be here quickly. But hey, who's in our screen right there? Of course, He is the Goodwill Ambassador and the Sultan of Swig here at the Beer Baseball Blog. He is Cowboy Jack Durango.
My friends and Beer Baseball family, I don't have a song for you tonight. I unplugged from reality this weekend with my best friend in the whole wide world and friend of the show and Patreon supporter, Top Gun Talwar. Our families got together. We got to go swimming and have great dinners and great hangouts. And I mean, Sunday night, him and I were in a pool all alone, and it was just so beautiful and romantic. I'm honestly over Ian.
Oh my.
Ian, let's just keep it friends, buddy.
Well, I don't even know what to say to that. But I'm flabbergasted because I don't want to say this is Ian is quality. You definitely remember you take a little bit from everyone you know. So
sure.
It wasn't but he's still a friend of the show.
A dear friend.
But Jack, please don't ruin that.
That's true. I'll always love you, dude. I'll always love you, Ian. I think we need to be more platonic. That's all I'm saying.
The problem with you is you saw an old friend, so you had those old longing dreams and hopes and aspirations, and they all came flooding back to you.
Dude, I was like Jimmy Buffett this weekend, just poolside, having some frozen drinks, had a couple of craft beers, which if you watch our Instagram, you can see me chugging craft beer like an animal. Yeah, dude, just such a great weekend. I'm just so lucky to be alive and loved by so many
you
people.
deserve it. You deserve it. Definitely.
Thank you.
And I don't know too many animals that chug craft beer, but I definitely would like to, maybe I'm just not up on my my animal history or something like that. I got to find those animals.
Well, I'm assuming Harry and the Henderson is an animal, right?
Party animals, maybe. Party animal. There we go. All right, so I'm going to start with you, Jack. I think Kevin is going to be here very shortly, but I wanted to get to this. What are you drinking tonight? And I know you have a special one.
I do have a special one. This one was months in the making. I'm having from Radiant Brewery in Anaheim, California, the 1-2 Skip a Few 99-100 hazy triple IPA, I believe is what TIPA stands for. And if you're going to try this beer, I would recommend packing a lunch and bringing a knife and a fork because you have to eat this beer. This is a tough one. If you're a newbie, please stay away because this might be too overpowering.
Yeah.
But if you're a seasoned brother, my Lord, well done, Radiant.
Yes, 100% on that one because, and I had this at the, I believe you guys got me this. This is coming out for, I believe is their anniversary. And oh my God, like this is a kind of beer. It's definitely the super deep end. It is the Olympic sized pool of the deep end of craft beers. Do not tread lightly. If you're just a casual beer drinker, you will not like this.
Yeah.
But
dude, this is not the Rock and Roll Express of craft beers. This is the Legion of Doom.
This is
when they were just hurting people. That is this craft beer, dude. Hawk and Animal.
Yeah, Hawk, Animal. Everybody else had Kensuke Sasaki, Legion of Doom 2000. Sunny's in there. It's a heavy one, and but it's great. And once you get that palate of craft beer, this one is good. I can only drink one of these, Jack. Now I'm going to ask you. I'm going to tread lightly. How many of these can you probably do in a row?
I know the answer to that.
Okay.
I was delivered a 4-pack of these, and I said, you know what? I'll have one this weekend with Top Gun, and I'll save the rest for Tuesday. So I had the one, and I thought, oh my God, like, did that just happen? Like, I got to test that theory out again because I think I like that. So I had another one. when I was finishing off the second one, I was like, oh yeah, that's your limit, bro. Like, whoop, no more. So 2 in a row is all I can do of these.
Wow. Oh my God. I can't imagine. Like, I mean, I have to like pace myself with this one. And, it's not, I can't imagine doing two.
Like, luckily I was by the pool. It's like cold water. It was the right setting for it. But yeah, so I gave one to Top Gun. I'm like, here, bro, you got to try this. And he's like, oh yeah, this is pretty rough, dude. And so tonight I'm only doing the one, and I have this lovely bottle of water here to help me along. Cause like I said, dude, pack a lunch, bro. Cause this thing is, that's a Mike Tyson knockout punch, bro. Well done.
I warned you.
You did, dude. I know, but I thought you were being dramatic, dude. I know how Jerry is.
I speak from experience, sir.
Sure.
There's something I do have is experience.
You weren't Lyon, baby. Yeah, this is.
You're right. I
might be
Lyon.
Kevin Lyon,
That's
but you
right.
weren't Lyon, baby. This
Never heard that joke before. Thank you.
Well, I mean, if the barrel aged ones are a lot darker. They have more like a caramel color to them. So this one you wouldn't expect, and it's a hazy too. So you're like, oh, this is going to be kind of like, fruity and stuff like that. No, this is steep. This is steep. Yeah.
Steep, dude. That's a
steep
apt descriptor, bro.
But it's fun. And I like this one a lot, and looking forward to next year when hopefully they'll bring this one back.
Yeah, this was their 100th beer they produced. That's hence the name, and the artwork was done by a couple of people who work there.
Did they produce it by taking a sample of all 100 other beers? like, man, we need some more malt and hops in there.
No, never enough.
Yeah,
not for Cowboy Jack, never enough.
Good stuff. But like, I've reached that peak in my life where it's like, yeah, no, just 2, please.
Yeah, we saw what happened after you had like 4. Did you have 4 of those triple IPAs that one night?
Sure, dude.
Yeah, that did not end well. I remember your text the next morning. I'm going, what is he doing? He's like, yeah, look at me. I'm like, oh, what are you doing?
Well, Jack has not passed his yummy phase, and he goes, wow, these are yummy.
They are so tasty.
They are tasty.
Not chuggable though, dude. This is when you want to sip on.
Yeah.
Sipper.
Well, and speaking of your videos, there's one we're going to put up, I think after the show, of you chugging an IPA. We'll see how that went.
It's so good.
Oh yeah.
Right on. So this is mine. This is from a microbrewery. So like this is as small of a brewery as you can get. It's out of Monrovia, California, called Hop Secret Brewing. It is these deep space double IPA, 8.1 ABV, no IBU. And again, I've had 2 0 IBU beers in consecutive weeks. These are, I guess they're not super hoppy, but they're hoppy. I don't know how it gets to 0, but it's hoppy, smooth, tropical. It says crushable, which I can kind of see that. I wouldn't agree with that either, but it's definitely aromatic. One thing that I definitely like about this one is like it's about a foot away from me, and I can totally like it's super pungent. It's a combination of Citra, El Dorado, and Mosaic hops. For this area just outside Pasadena, this is becoming like a really kind of a good beer for different type of restaurants and theaters and stuff like that. So they're getting around, even though it's a microbrewery. So what I mean by that is like they do super small batches. So, but I think they're probably going to be bumped up because their distribution is getting a lot higher. So I think they're going to be like a regular craft brewery here pretty soon. Nice. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this or anywhere. Probably not because it's only in this area.
I know you've had something from them before, and you mentioned to me, and also a friend of the show, Steve Dalton Jr. I think he's been there, and he lives in Monrovia, so he's not that far from there.
Yeah, it's like in an industrial area. Like if you didn't know where it was, you would probably have a hard time finding it. It's like one of those type of places. I remember when I went down to Mike Hess, in San Diego.
Yeah,
it was similar. It was right. We were just like, where is this place?
Rough Trade, I think it was called. Was that
Rough Trade is another one right there, right?
It was like, what? What is this?
Yes, definitely. Well,
Bro, that
Angelo,
artwork is beautiful.
oh, isn't it cool? They definitely upgraded their artwork as well. So they're definitely getting more distribution and getting out there a lot more. So definitely Hop Secret. Check it out if you ever see it around. Angelo will be here hopefully soon. And this is
he actually sent us a message 10 minutes ago. He's still at work, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. So then, but this is one from Pizza Port. Jack, you had this one before.
Yeah, dude, I'm super stoked for him to have this beer, dude. I think it's gonna be right in the middle of his wheelhouse. He's gonna love it.
Right on, right on. And Kevin, I cannot wait for you to talk about this beer.
I stumbled upon this yesterday. So, oh, there you go. There's my photo of it. I was just jumping through Total Wine and I'm like, oh, what am I going to get? And I look at the seasonal section. I saw that bad. I'm like, what is this? And it's called Intent to Swing. You see the Topa Topa. That's the brewery. They're out of Ventura. Hazy IPA, 8.1%. What you don't have here, can you zoom in? Can you go to solo me for a second so I can show them this part? Like on the side here, I love how they're just making it based. You'll see the baseball scenes and then, there's your information on the beer. Sorry, it's not focusing very well. But it gives a little information, almost like a card, it just says the malt lineup, 2-row, pale wheat, flaked wheat, rolled oats. That's the malts, and the hop bits is El Dorado, Idaho 7, and Sultana. And I love at the bottom here, most valuable yeast, juicy blend. Like, all right. I like that.
Nice.
So, and I guess part of this has to do with, it says here, Topa Topa memorializes the fist pump heard round the world. So I might as well just read this to you because why not?
Yeah.
All right. A moment 100 years in the making, completely eclipsed by a single shaking fist. A rivalry that ran the path of the sun, rising in the east, now set in the west. Forever foes, this tension feels as old as the rules of the game itself, which raises the question, who made these rules anyway? It was me, by the way. Just saying. I've been around forever. Where was I? Oh, were they carved in stone tablets and brought down from the mountaintop? I can tell you right now, no, that's not how it happened. Were they discovered on scrolls tucked inside ancient pottery found in a cave? Who really knows? I do, but I'm not telling them. That's a secret that I'm keeping to myself. Jack, you can't ask me about that. Who really knows? In that one moment, one man in blue stole the show and subjected us all in subjectivity in perpetuity. I can't say that word, apparently.
Perpetuity.
Perpetuity.
There you go.
Was he right? Was he wrong? The rules, much like this hazy IPA, aren't clear. Controversy is a lot like a diamond that lasts forever, but like they say in Brooklyn, them's the rules. So here's our hoppy ode to a ritual unlike any other, to root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, because it's 1, 2, check swing called out at the old ball game. And I'm guessing... And it's funny because now I'm almost not, I don't know how happy I am to have this beer because they're talking about a fist pump. You know what I might be talking about, Michael Mondragon.
Yeah, they're easily talking about Kirk Gibson.
And I'm like, oh, if I would have known that, if I would have bought this.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. We still love baseball. It's just that, Kirk Gibson hitting that home run in 88 World Series was not a fun moment for me as a child. Child, am I kidding? I was 113, I think.
Yeah, but
all matters is,
you're
appreciate Topa Topa.
Yeah, dude, you're like Yoda, though, dude. When you were 52, you were still like a little baby.
That's true. That's about right.
Yeah.
So regardless, this is a baseball themed beer, so I had to get it. It's a 8.1% hazy double, and you guys would love this one. It's just pretty much a straightforward beer for what I'm seeing here. Like no real tropical flavors, just a mix of some great hops and some good malts in there.
Yeah.
Definitely not crushable, but I'm definitely gonna enjoy 2 of these during the show.
Yeah,
Cheers,
it looks.
Cheers to Topa Topa out of Ventura.
Looks nice and golden too. It looks pretty cool. Definitely, it looks like a super cool beer. Yeah. Also wanted to give a shout out to Melissa. Thank you for joining us tonight. And David's back. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, it's a privilege for us to be here for you tonight, David. So thank you so much for joining us. All right, so let's do it. Let's do this day in baseball history for May 31st. May 31st, 1927. Although it'll be another 42 years before the next one, an unassisted triple play is made for the second consecutive day in the major leagues when John Noon accomplishes the rare play in the 9th inning, saving the Tigers 1-0 victory. The first baseman catches Homer Sama's line drive, tags Charlie Jameson, the runner, on first, and then beats Glenn Mayotte to second base, making it the first time the last 3 outs of a game result from a solo triple play. Super awesome. I love triple plays. Hey, Jack, do you know what a triple play is?
I'm guessing it's when you get 3 outs. So,
okay,
I mean, so you're tagging somebody out at first, second, and home.
It doesn't really matter how it kind of happens. Like, you could catch a ball, that's 1 out. You could tag them, but an unassisted triple play is actually kind of special because it's
one
super
person.
rare.
One person getting all 3 outs.
Okay.
One person making all 3 outs.
Like what could be, yeah. I'm saying, I mean, that's a good example. But I'm off the top of my head. I'm like, I don't know how to tell you. You know what I mean? It's a double play, easy.
Like, I guess catching it in the air on the way to first, tagging that guy out, and then jetting home to tag.
Yeah.
I mean,
there has to be 2 people on base with no outs, basically.
Right.
Yeah. So also it also happens a lot when usually this is not an unassisted triple play, but like when the bases are loaded, no outs, and the ball's like hit so sharply, like to the third baseman, the third baseman steps on third,
touch third, and throw it home and get the guy at home.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of ways that could happen, and it's happened a lot. Actually, bad base running plays actually makes it happen too. Like, there'll be a double play, and then the one lone guy thinks he's going to make it home. Like Yasiel Puig ran into a triple play one time, I remember, pretty famously. So triple play. I love those type of plays. And the first time ever a unassisted triple play, and 2 in the same 2 on consecutive days. So this is a fun one. May 31st, 1948. Tommy Lasorda, best known for the Dodgers Hall of Fame skipper, strikes out 25 batters and collects a game-winning hit when the Schenectady Blue Jays defeat the Amsterdam Rugmakers. Yes, you heard it, the Rugmakers. 6-5 in 15 innings. The promising southpaw, and I still believe they're talking about Tommy Lasorda, who goes the distance in the Can-Am minor league contest, played in McInerney Stadium, believes he probably threw more than 300 pitches during the game. I am calling BS.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question out of my baseball ignorance?
Sure.
All right. So I don't know if I'm treading on like sacred ground because I know how beloved Tommy Lasorda is, but
and you're a fan.
Love the guy. But he sucked at baseball, right? Like, he was nowhere. He was a better manager than he was a player.
Oh, I mean, that's an understatement. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. But he wasn't that great, dude. And he's sitting here.
Fairly as great as a minor leaguer. Then we got called to the major leagues. He never even got a win in his career. He went like 0-4 in the major leagues, but in the minor leagues, he was barely doing outstanding.
Right. He was.
Yeah, but did he book this match? Was this like Harlem Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals? The Amsterdam Rugmakers, they just got a bunch of brothers like from Amsterdam. Like, no, you're a baseball team.
Well, the Amsterdam, New York, sir.
Yeah.
What they're referring to.
So it was. Yeah. So it was a what I'm assuming is it was a Canadian American minor league league. So yeah, and like he didn't throw 300 pitches, but
Michael. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to the far right. The third gentleman that looks like Baba Booey.
He does. Yeah.
For the Howard Stern fans out there, I was gonna call him Flunky.
I only wish it was.
Hello.
Thank you.
I definitely, I mean, and Tommy Lasorda is right there in the front. So
yeah. Oh yeah. You definitely can tell him. Yeah.
Yeah. He promoted that game, dude. Like,
yeah. I seem to think the legend kind of grew over the years, but 300 pitches did not happen. But some of the, we talk about him being the Hall of Fame Dodgers manager. What a lot of people don't realize about Tommy Lasorda, he actually, on September 27th, 2000 in Sydney, Australia, he managed the USA Baseball Olympic team to a gold medal against the Cuban team. And they won 4-0. And it is chronicled in the book Miracle on Grass, which is a ode to the Miracle on Ice from the U.S. hockey team, which I didn't know existed, but I love the fact that they played on that.
I didn't know they did that either. That's cool, because obviously the Miracle on Ice is a pretty famous thing. I mean, they made that movie about it, even with Kurt Russell.
Right. Because they were not supposed to even medal, if I'm not mistaken, during that. And then one of my favorite moments was July 10th, 2001. He was coaching third base in the All-Star game, and Vladimir Guerrero either broke his bat or the bat came flying out, and it hit Tommy, and he did a dangerous backdrop. It was pretty funny, but we're glad obviously he was okay after this. But I love this. This is super awesome.
That's so great, dude.
So good. And but
thank you. I was saying, come on. Hashtag go. You gotta go to our Instagram. Go to the Hazy History Archives.
Yes.
There's 3 episodes on Tommy Lasorda versus mascots.
8/28/88. Never forget. Tommy Lasorda does not take kindly to the Philly fanatic taunting him. And the rest is history.
That's a great photo. That's a great photo.
Yes. I love it. So good.
Find out about that on our Hazy History series on Instagram. Find out about Yippee, the Montreal Expos mascot being thrown out of the game. Tommy Lasorda complaining to the umpire. And Tommy Lasorda apparently tried to strangle the San Diego chicken.
Good.
Some good stories out there on Hazy History on the Beer Baseball Instagram.
Good. You know what, dude? Like earlier the year when I was doing a lot of Tommy Lasorda research, I came across a video of him being interviewed after that that medal game, the Olympic game, and he's like in tears, like my boys. Like it was such a beautiful, happy moment. Like I would recommend everybody looking that up on YouTube. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah, he said it was one of the proudest moments he's ever had in baseball, like winning that gold medal. And they were not in line to win an even medal. Like I said, it was very special, and it was kind of like I don't remember even watching it or even knowing about it until afterwards. So it was super cool to see. It
probably would have been hard to see because Australia is like what 20 hours ahead of us. You know what I mean? Sometimes the Olympics, it's like nowadays it's way easier to find it. But back even in 2000. Yeah, everything was on, 25-hour delay. And they probably only air a limited amount of stuff,
That's a good point, because even back then, everything was like, it wasn't HD back then. It wasn't like, there wasn't a lot of that type of technology where things were kind of like in real time now.
It pretty much was like NBC and maybe a cable channel or 2 at the most. Because in 92, when the NBA did the Dream Team, NBC experimented doing pay-per-view for the Olympics, and apparently it bombed because people
that's right.
Be paying money to see all this stuff, except for the basketball shirt did all right, but everything else like tanked.
Right.
Because who's going to pay money to watch? I don't know,
curling.
And well, I'm talking Summer Olympics. Let's say archery.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, but actually
equestrian riding. How about that?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Or ballroom dancing. How about that one? Is that a summer?
How about dressing? How about dressing?
Dressage.
Whatever. Dressage. Whatever. Dressing. Salad dressing.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey. I'm only halfway through my first beer. This is gonna be a fun show.
Yeah, dude. I think HR is gonna be sending you an email tomorrow, dude. I'm joking. You look beautiful.
I can see Cowboy Jack doing something similar to this. May 31st, 1949, Charlie Lupica announces from a 20-foot platform atop a flagpole that he will remain on the perch until the Indians are eliminated from the race or will win another pennant. Yep. So, Jack, just to clarify that, it used to be called when they didn't used to have like kind of playoffs. You actually had to win your division. Okay. So you won the American League or National League. So they call that winning the pennant. So he was going to stay up here until the Indians do that. Although the local grocery store owner abandons his post in late September with the Indians in the 4th place, Cleveland owner Bill Veeck, we've heard that name before, will reward the loyal fan with a souvenir 50-foot flagpole and a brand new car.
Wow.
So there's this really great video. I think it's, oh gosh, I'm forgetting the name of it. I think it's like a French, it's on YouTube. It's a French, I think it's called Path, P-A-T-H-E.
P-H-E, right.
Yeah. And they have these really amazing videos that are like, they're super well produced and everything. They're super old. Like they're
black and white 50s clips.
Yeah. But and then the ones that are from the 60s that are in color, like they're amazing, but they document things really well. Well, they actually had this footage.
What?
Was before he actually, okay. So they put him on the perch. So let me go back.
Okay.
So this perch, actually, it was over his store. Okay. So he was just up there over his store. I don't know who was running the store or whatever.
Right.
He just was up there. Okay. So when this all went down and they were going to honor him, they actually made this perch, and then he's still on it. And then they drove it to the city, and there's footage of it going through the city. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wow.
So
yeah, that looks very safe. Him just standing on that thing.
The whole thing looks super. This is why I love talking about this time period, because this would never happen today.
Yeah, no kidding. And look at that. Look how many people are just there wanting to see this.
They're
and you gotta love. Come on, you gotta love the officer. You know, the motorcycle sidecar thing. Whatever that thing is in the front. It's amazing.
Like this crazy guy says, "I'm going to do this crazy thing," and then all of a sudden it becomes a thing, and it's like people are loving it. Okay.
Yeah.
So then,
bro, those power lines aren't that high above them either. Like,
oh yeah, for the trolley, I think is
that's super scary.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that probably is trolley lines. That probably is a trolley.
Okay, so they drive him through the city and they make a big fanfare about it, and then they drive him into the stadium.
Wow.
Okay. And I'm just like, and it's like insane. This whole thing is insane. Like I want to know more about this. Like I thought it was just like a stupid throwaway thing, and I was like, this is so much more.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So then they have video of him. He actually he goes up by home plate. This is him afterwards. He gets off and he he kisses the plate. It's like Wade Boggs did when he had his 3,000th hit in Tampa Bay. So get this. So what we don't see, and you got to like find this video, and we may have to share it because it's so amazing.
Now,
so he has this like step ladder not a step ladder, like a literal ladder from the perch.
Yes.
Okay. And he gets about like maybe he's 3 feet off the ground, and he's like raise his hands like, hey.
Oh no.
And instead of just going down, he jumps down, he jumps off, and he totally like eats crap. Like I'm like, and then the announcer says like, but he's been up there so long he doesn't know how to walk anymore.
Wow.
Now, question: do you think that's the new car he got in the background?
It is not. Because there's another picture of this. It's from it's almost like one of these angles. It's kind of high up. I think whoever took this picture went on the other side, and there's another one which I should have had. This is actually an ambulance for some dumb reason. I think it's because they had the siren. They probably have the siren to make noise as you go in. And I thought the same thing too, but I tried to look for it and they didn't have the car there. So that very good question. Thank you very much. I appreciate you asking that.
That's attention to detail, man.
I remember that. I don't remember anything. I'm surprised I remember how to get home every day.
And look how proud his family is. This guy.
And that was rule number 13 in Kevin's Making a Murderer, dude. Observe your surroundings. Be very observant.
Yeah, you know what, Jack? I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago, and he told me, hey, you know what? You should get some good exercise. He told me I should walk 5 miles a day. And then 2 weeks later, I'm 70 miles from home.
Hey-o. I wish I could do the Jackie Martling laugh.
He's got it. He's got it.
Kevin, you didn't cue me.
Sorry, I just thought of it right now. I just think throw a Rodney Dangerfield joke in there.
That's
That was
hilarious.
solid, bro. That was
That's
a
very
solid joke.
That is very good. May 31st, 1961, Carroll Hardy batting for Carl Yastrzemski bunts for a single in the 8th inning of Boston's 7-6 loss to the Yankees. The Boston Red Sox outfielder will be the only player to pinch hit for both Carl Yastrzemski and Ted Williams.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That is a fun fact. That's wild stuff. Because this was Yastrzemski's rookie year, I believe, 61, right?
I believe you might be right.
I think it's pretty close. It's year 60 or 61 when start off the hashtag do the research. Speaking of doing the research, Michael Mondragon, as I meant to tell you earlier, there's been 15 unassisted triple plays in Major League Baseball history.
Oh, wow.
And that one we talked about, 1927 was the first one. The last one was in 2009. So that tells you how rare it is.
Hold on. So
yes, sir.
What, like, give me a percentage on that. What, like, if you had to guess,
percentage of what?
How many compared to how many? I don't know. Doubles there are. Like,
oh my God. His point. It's under one. It's
it's
right? 0.001.
It's like a grain of sand on a beach.
Yeah.
Perfect. That illustrates my point perfectly because MVP of the show, Bubble Pug, had 2 unassisted triples last year in one season.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boom shakalaka. Well done, Bubble Pug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot. If you have unskilled base runners, undisciplined, it probably happens a lot more. But yeah, usually it doesn't happen a lot. So the fact that you'll see it it's like seeing a comet, you know.
And I can tell you right now, Carl Yastrzemski started in 1961. So literally, this is 2 months into his career.
Oh, wow. And Greg Hall says it's the rarest feat in baseball. Yeah. That's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's even more rare than that perfect game. That's the only thing that would be close. I think perfect game's pretty close, but
yeah, I mean, well, right. It would have to be right. You'd have to go through 9 innings.
No, Greg Hall says there are more perfect games than unassisted triple plays.
Yeah, I was trying to find the number here. 23 times.
Jeez.
So there's more perfect games than unassisted triple plays, yes.
Yeah.
And of the 15, 12 of them were by infielders. So there you go.
Right. So Bubble Pug's a stud, dude. Well done, man.
Yeah. Congrats. That's awesome. May 31st, 1964, in a nightcap of a doubleheader at Shea Stadium, Gaylord Perry pitches 10 extra inning frames in relief, getting the victory when the Giants beat the Mets in the longest game ever played to a decision in baseball history, 8-6. The future Hall of Famer reportedly threw his first spitball in the Major League game during the 23-inning, 7-hour, 23-minute marathon.
Wow!
So that's the longest game in MLB history. Because you said, I was like, make sure that's what you said, right?
Longest game ever to be played to a decision.
In the major leagues.
In baseball history. Up to that point.
There must be a tied game somewhere, maybe in the pre-lights. You know what I mean? That must be what that means.
It could be a tie game, or they might have delayed it and then picked it up the next day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing.
Because in the longest game ever in baseball history, that's, at least in the United States, I don't know if otherwise, is that 1981, right? 1981 game between Rochester and Pawtucket. It's a AAA game with Cal Ripken and Wade Boggs in the game. So there's 50 people in there.
Yes.
It went 31 innings, and then they stopped it and they played they started up the next day and only went 1 inning at that point.
Yeah.
Wow. It's just weird.
Yeah, dude, after 31 innings, they all needed to go and unwind and brother up, dude. And so the next day they're like,
where are they going to brother up? It's 2:00 in the morning in Pawtucket. Where are you going to go brother up at that point?
You don't think Wade Boggs was having a bag full of gimmicks back then? Come on, dog.
He's just probably a youngster then.
They know they're going to Pawtucket, dude. They had a cooler and a bag full of gimmick. They were good.
Well, he lived there, so he knew what he was doing.
No rookies.
Yeah, that stadium doesn't exist anymore, and I was lucky enough to go to it.
McCoy,
so-
right? The stadium,
McCoy Stadium, yep.
Because they moved to Worcester, right?
Worcester, the Worcester Woosocks.
That's right.
Yep. May 31st, 1975, for the 5th time in his career, Cesar Tovar gets his team's lone hit in the game when he breaks up Catfish Hunter's bid for a no-hitter with a 6-inning single in the Rangers' 6-0 loss to the Yankees. The Texas designated hitter also accomplished the feat against Barry Moore in 1967, Dave McNally, 1969, Mike Cuellar, 1969, and Dick Bosman, 1970 Senators. If Cesar Tovar is coming up to hit in your no-hitter, you are not getting a no-hitter.
You better just walk him. Just say, unless you have a perfect game, then you have to take your chances. But wow, that's a fun stat. And what a cool looking card that is.
I say bean him.
Wow.
Put right in his ribs.
You know what? Tommy Lasorda would not approve of that, because Tommy Lasorda said he would never have thrown a ball never have a pitcher throw a ball intentionally at a batter.
That
all right, I've heard him say that.
He's lying. And
hey, whoa! How dare you?
Yes, dude.
How dare you? I have a video. Go to your YouTube and look up Tommy Lasorda, Kurt Mabakwa. You will not regret hearing him just go off on.
He's a gamer.
Of course he is.
He's put many a baseball in someone's ribs. I know it. And the only thing. Okay, this is where I contest that, because I remember one time, I think his name was Julian, not Julian Javier. It was Javier or something. He played for the Cardinals. He was a reliever for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals manager got mad at a Cardinals pitcher because he threw up around his head. Mm-hmm. And so that I will agree with. You don't want to throw someone's head. Everywhere else, I definitely think there's a bit of gamesmanship. I know Kirk Gibson definitely threw at people. That's for darn sure. As Andrew McCutchen, he was headhunted by the Diamondbacks for a few years.
I make another Kirk Gibson reference. Thank you. You had to go there. You had to go there after my beer in the pump. I get you. And you gotta love this card. This is a 75 card. You like it's Cesar Leonardo Perez Tovar.
Yes, I love it. I love when they put the full name in.
Come on, look at the. This is why I like when I do my card shows. I look on Instagram. I love just looking at the back on things like this. Caesar is the type of player who makes things happen. See, exactly. That's exactly what we're talking about here.
That's it.
And he has fine versatility.
That's the kind of inside dope that we pay for right there.
Yes. See, fine versatility, Jack. It might mean on the field or off the field. Who knows what he's up to?
Hey-o.
In the 70s.
In 75, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I want to see Doc Ellis's card for that year.
Oh, jeez.
He's known for a lot of versatility as well.
Yeah. Dude, I would love it if it was just a son. He's like, that's me, bro. I'm Doc Ellis, the son. I'd love to climb inside his brain, dude.
it would be like Meow Wolf or something like that, or some sort of Carlsbad Caverns or
hell yeah.
All right, so let's do it.
So what you're telling me we were done at 1975?
1975.
There's nothing since the year I was kayfabe born. I was kayfabe born in 75.
Not any better than that. That's for darn sure.
All right. I was just stalling for time to help Angelo would show up, but all right.
So let's do baseball card sharks. Here are the baseball card sharks standings. Kevin and myself got one win apiece last week. I am over it. Wow, I'm into the 300s. I love it. Cowboy Jack tumbling like a tumbling tumbleweed. Sons of the Pioneers.
Oh, I hate that song, dude.
I do too. That's why I'm rubbing it in.
But that's fine because I'm number one in the fantasy league. So
yes, I know
it's a trade-off.
I had to send you, and I had to send you a payoff. Yeah, blah blah.
Sure,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
That's what they call me, dude.
Blah.
Mr. Number One, bro. So you know what? I can't be everywhere. So My Card Sharks game is suffering right now, but I'll come back, dude. It's a long season.
Thank you for joining, Jason. Here are the Baseball Card Sharks rules. We're going to draw 11 cards. 3 go on your bench, 8 go on the board. We start at the bottom. We're going to pick a category. This time we have pitchers.
All right.
So what do you guys want to do as far as a category? I'm going to add this and take this away.
Are we still doing the Heritage 2022?
You know what? We are. Yes, we have Heritage. We also have opening day if we want to go another round as well of pitchers as well. But so on this one, we have games, innings pitched, 1 loss, strikeouts, walks, and ERA.
All right. And good news, Angelo should be on shortly, so he'll make it on for this, I think, by the end of this round.
Right on.
He just got home.
Let's do it. Let's do
All right.
it. So who wants to go first and who wants to pick the category?
I think I better go first, but Kevin, you better pick the category.
All right, let's go with losses.
Oh, losses. Very nicely
Yeah,
done.
let's go with
Okay.
losses. Let's have some fun.
Okay. Jack, you're going first?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, good. Better get the loser to go first and pick the best losses. This might be your category here.
Wow.
Wow. That's what you get for flexing on the Fantasy Baseball League.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can make fun of me at the end. It's all right. It's all good.
That's all right. Get
All
spicy,
right.
buddy.
Bubble Pug and everybody else, get your beers ready.
I've
got some brewers here. We got Adrian Hauser.
I'm already one in, Jack.
Good, man. Yeah, very obviously.
Mark Melanson, former Pirate.
That looks like a funeral announcement, dude. Like there's nothing but clouds behind him.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Where the heck is he?
All these are very like grim.
Yeah.
The next one.
We are unfortunately going to announce the passing of Mark Melanson, former pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and also, what team did you say? The Washington Nationals. Good, solid reliever.
Jesus.
Patrick Corbin, very somber right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go to Patrick Corbin to give us his reflections on playing with Mark
There's a
Melanson.
lot of Diamondbacks in here. Former Diamondback Robbie Ray.
Yep. Our defending Cy Young Award winner right there.
There you go.
With the Blue Jays, right? Now he's with the Mariners.
Yep.
I can't keep track of this.
Logan Gilbert.
Wow.
These pitchers
These are very
interesting.
somber. Anthony
Jeez.
Descalfini.
He's the happiest one here.
Yes.
He's just,
Get your beers ready. This is Devin Williams.
Wow. Geez, Devin. Devin doesn't like what I was saying. I'm sorry, Devin.
Get your beers ready again. Well, we're gonna get drunk on this one. Brandon Woodruff.
Oh, boo, Brandon. This dude just went down with a hurt ankle, and he's on my IL 15, dude. I'd petition to scrap him personally.
Wow.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
On your bench, Uncle Charlie, Adam Wainwright.
What? Why is he Uncle Charlie?
Okay. Oh, this is awesome. This all comes around. He was playing for Syracuse at the time. I actually saw him pitch in Pawtucket.
Oh, there you go. Right
I saw
on.
him pitch a 2-hitter
Very
in
good.
Pawtucket. My
Very
only
good.
game I was there. Lucas Giolito. And another, I think he's a former Diamondback as well. Former Royal, former Angel,
Yeah.
Zach Greinke.
Yeah.
All right, Jack. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? It is 19 losses for
19.
Adrian Hauser. Does Mark Melanson
So these are like career losses.
career losses?
Yes.
Aren't there like 100 games in a season?
we mean the pitcher getting credit for the loss, sir.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Not
how
their
that-
team losing.
Okay, well, that's why I'm clarifying, dude.
Well,
I'm
well, that-
sorry.
I'm just making sure you understand. That's what I'm saying to you very slowly,
think
so you understand.
of it this way: as a starter, he could pitch 3 innings, give up a whole bunch of runs, and then he's tagged for the loss. He could go a full game. His team doesn't give him any runs, or He gives up 3 runs. They give up. I'm sorry, he gives up 4 runs, and their team only gets 3. You can get the loss. Also, as a reliever,
Got it.
you can come in and blow the game and get the loss. So
Got it.
yeah,
Understood. Now I understand. All right.
Yep.
Whew. I was like, dude, he must have just started, dude. 19.
I love how he's throwing the ball in the air. You know,
yeah.
that's a great shot. You almost can't see the ball. Like they needed to get that they need. How could they just take one frame? If you could they take multiple shots, you could have got the ball in a little lower where you can actually see it a little more clearly. There you go. Get a little higher, be up in the clouds.
Yeah, that's right.
Along with his spirit.
So
Sure.
19.
He's gonna be. I'm gonna say he's higher.
Okay. I would think so as well. Wow, he's actually has a long.
He played a while. But he's mostly a reliever, but he's still gonna have, I think, more than 19, right?
30. He only has 30. Yeah, he started with the Yankees in 2009. Went to the Astros, the Red Sox in 2012. He was with the Pirates from 2013 to 2016. Went to the Nationals, Giants. He was with the Braves. Oh, I forget about that. He was with the Braves, and also the Padres. So,
grizzled vet right there.
Yeah,
but a reliever. So you know, you don't know how many losses you're gonna get there.
That would make sense. So Patrick Corbin.
Uh-oh.
Well, you
more
said
or less than 30.
The way you responded to 30, you thought it would be a little bit higher because of the years played, right?
Right, but he was a reliever.
Sure. I understand that, but I'm talking that initial reaction. I think it was based on years played.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about Patrick Corbin, though.
Corbin, I think, is a younger player, so I think he's going to be slightly lower than 30. I'm gambling. I know I'm gambling.
Okay. So lower than 30.
I don't think so.
Kevin has good reason because he has 84 losses and 81 wins. Yeah, he's been around for a while. He started on the Diamondbacks in 2012. He's been a starter like his whole career. Yeah. So
they used a good filter on that picture.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been around for quite a while.
He tricked me, bro. He tricked me.
He tricked you. All right, Kevin. Here we go.
All right. What do you got for me?
Your first card. Zach Wheeler.
All right.
I wonder if he can take off his leg. No, that's Zach Gallen. That's
wow.
Zach Gallen.
That's Zach Gallen. A guy who is hit or miss for me. I have him on a couple fantasy teams. Liam Hendricks. He's
Liam Brown. Awesome. Is that Liam Brown?
It is not Liam Brown. It is
sorry. That's not Ed's son. That's Liam Hendricks.
Right. And Jake Odorizzi, former Tampa Bay Ray.
Pitching in front of a sold-out crowd, dude.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell this is taken in 2020, or you know, I'm not.
Or just
you're like this was taken. Had to be in 2020, or at any other Tampa
or
Bay
spring training,
dude.
or spring training. Who knows? Yeah, a lot of these are spring training, though. It looks like.
So Zach Wheeler. The number is 50. He has 62 wins and 50 losses.
All right.
So 50, Liam Hendricks. This actually is pretty tough.
It is. I'm in a purple haze right now trying to figure out an answer for this. So give me a second to think about this. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not spelled right. I'm sorry. It's Hendriks. I've never seen Hendricks spelled like that.
Yeah, that's true. Or you might have. Oh no, Doc Hendricks
was not spelled that way. Get out.
IX.
No,
right.
IX, just like Jimi Hendrix. You know, I've seen Hendricks with like RICKS, but not RIKS.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. What? There is what's the girl? The red-haired girl in Mad Men, or
what's her?
Christina Hendricks.
Christina Hendricks.
But that's spelled. That's like
I think she.
Oh, CKS.
Yeah, she is CKS.
Yes,
yeah.
So I've never seen Hendricks spelled this way.
That's usually like top. That's usually like top 3 in my Google search.
I like Greg Hall saying it's the Australian spelling.
Yeah, and I never. Yeah,
so apparently Liam is an Aussie. Okay, he's lower than. If he's an Aussie, he's lower because he's down. I'm sorry, he's down under 50.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I hope you lose.
That. And you are right with 30. Wow. He comes from the land down under.
Is he really from? Where is he from?
Yeah.
That's fine. Whoa.
He's from
Oh, he's
Perth.
a Perth. Wow.
Wow.
That's like the other side of the world. Jeez.
Yep. Nicely done.
I didn't even know those simple folk had baseball, dude. Good for them.
They're-
I thought
they're-
I thought they played cricket. I lived there, bro. Nobody played
Yeah.
baseball.
They actually had
they've got a
what
league over
was
there.
what
They've got leagues over there.
they do, and actually they're in the World Baseball Classic as well.
Really?
And they also, I think they started the Major League Baseball season. The Dodgers started there. I remember, I always remember they played in a big cricket arena. I thought the Dodgers started there. Gosh, this might have been at 10 years by now. So 30 is, so Jake Odorizzi,
we got
higher
we
or
got-
lower than 30 here?
This one is like, he's played like 3 or 4 years. So I'll go a little higher. I think he's played enough where he's gonna have more than 30 losses.
Okay. 30, you're right, 63.
Wow, I didn't know it'd be that many. All right.
Dude, 63. Gosh, Kevin. And with that, I think we have a brother ready to join.
There
Yeah,
he is.
He makes
There you
it.
go.
He makes
Drink
it.
it, baby.
He's catching up. Good job.
I earned this one, boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nicely done. So 63 is a number to beat. Welcome, Angelo.
Jeez.
Robbie Ray, higher
Wow.
or lower
Oh my gosh.
losses?
Not to be confused with Sugar Ray.
No, never to be confused with Sugar Ray.
I want Ava. Yeah, you know. Man, I feel like I got to fly here, but I don't.
Well, all Robbie Ray wants is fly balls, but not out of the park. He just wants the can of corn. By the way, I saw Sugar Ray live like
I know you did. Yeah, I know.
4 or 5 times during the first album.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. 4 or 5 times?
It was during the first album where they had Nicole Eggert on the cover, and I thought they were the coolest thing. And then they totally switched and went super mainstream.
Yep.
And I never listened to him again.
Yeah.
All right.
Except when
Oh
you had
my.
to hear Sunday morning randomly, like on a radio station or
So
something.
bad. Okay, Robbie Ray, higher or lower than 63?
I'm
before I
stalling
go
for
on a-
time here. This was a tough one. Gosh.
before I go on a Sugar Ray rant.
All right, I guess I'll go lower. I don't know. I'll try lower. Sure. I might be wrong on this. This is close.
58. 58,
Oh,
you're
geez, I
right.
told you it
I
was
would have got
close,
that. I would have got that completely wrong.
I
Wow.
just guess. That was a guess.
All right. Logan Gilbert, higher or lower than 58?
Well, Logan Hot Stuff Gilbert, I think, is a little bit lower. I'd say a lot lower. 'Cause I never even
Yeah.
heard of this guy until now. So
Yeah.
come on, Hot Stuff.
He was a rookie last year, so he has 5.
All right,
Wow.
I'm doing good looking for the hot stuff, baby, tonight.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
was Jared Kelenic came up, and then he came up right afterwards. There's kind of their other prospect, but a pitcher.
He looks like the player that the Brendan Fraser baseball movie The Rookie was based on, dude. Like,
That's some glorious hair for 20
Sure,
years.
dude.
Yeah, that's
I
some
agree.
glorious hair there.
So Anthony Discalfini, there we go. Higher or lower than 5?
Oh, I mean, come on, he's got more than 5.
Yeah.
You
More
know,
than
if I
5.
get this wrong, I might have to swim with the fishes. You know.
46. 46.
Wow.
All right. Good.
I love that they took that picture right when his wife showed up with not enough sausage for the barbecue.
But I mean, this card, there's some anger. Like he's side eyeing the photographer in this.
Yeah.
Ooh, jeez. All right. Oh gosh, Devin is. Ooh, I just feel like I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for saying lower, but he's lower.
Yeah, there's no way that he's not lower.
I know. I just
Wow, he only has 3 losses.
Wow.
3. Yeah, he was
Wow.
a super. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he win like he was the rookie of the year, right? Or something to that effect.
Devin Williams?
Yeah, Devin Williams.
Yeah, I think he was
Bob will help us out here.
I think he was the rookie of the year last year.
Maybe not last year, but the year before, potentially.
before.
2020
Yeah,
rookie of the year.
There you go.
2020 rookie of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah, Greg Hall says out there.
there you go.
And hey, and Ed Bronson helped me out with a joke there. Gwen Discofani. Very good. I wish I
That's
would have had that
amazing.
2 minutes ago. I'm
Oh,
really here
That's
for that.
fantastic.
Dude,
That's
So
awesome.
good.
This tomato can.
Hey
Yeah.
baby, hey. Brandon Woodruff.
I know.
Higher or lower?
I'm like, I don't have a good joke, so let's just go higher so I can get the win.
Yes. And 21.
Or I shouldn't say win, run the board.
Yes,
Just
run the
lay
board.
the gauntlet down for Angelo and you.
God.
It's like golf. It's all about losses in this one.
Which I
All
do
right,
quite
Angelo.
which I do quite frequently, bro.
Hey, yeah. Except in fantasy baseball, apparently.
Yes.
So far.
Yep. There you go. Bubble Pug says it right here.
Yeah.
2020 Rookie of the Year, 2020 Reliever of the Year.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I thought it was a reliever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because now it's Haterade.
Yeah, which is interesting. Yeah, like what happened?
Yeah, he's everything now.
Yeah.
Kyle Hendricks is your first card, Angelo.
Oh, longtime close personal friend of mine.
This guy I got a personal beef with, Alex Reyes. Cannot stay healthy, this guy, unfortunately.
Alex Ricky Reyes.
Former Cardinal, a super and I think he's going to come off I think he's on the IL right now, and then he's going to be coming off pretty soon. Lance Lynn. Yusei Kikuchi. You say
I
it.
say,
I say it too.
I say Tsuyoshi Kikuchi.
Dylan Cease. Someone knocked on the door while he was pitching, so he had to
Yeah.
Dylan cease and desist, dude.
We were talking about Gaylord Perry pitching 10 innings in relief. I actually watched this man, Nathan Eovaldi. He actually pitched a full game in one of the greatest games I ever saw. Was in the World Series.
Wait, come on, what could you hear in that game that you saw?
It's easily the best game.
The best game you ever saw. It was 2018, right?
2018, yeah.
2018 Red Sox, Dodgers, 19 innings or whatever it was. I'll put you over for that. He was there. He's bet the money. He bought it, and he got 2 games for 1.
Yeah, I did.
Eovaldi had an incredible performance, but he got the loss in the end.
They had two seventh inning stretches, and he pitched a full game and gave up the home run to Max Muncy. Yeah. All right, for you Jethro Tull fans, this is Ian Anderson.
Yes, yeah.
Wow. Nobody gets that. Nobody's going to get that.
Solid reference, bro.
Thank you. And this is Luis Patino. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Angelo, how's that beer, bro?
Delicious.
Oh, yeah.
I figured it was going to be one of your favorites.
Yes, after today, yes, one of my favorites.
So Kyle
not in a bad way, but it was a good day, but it was a well-deserved cold one, yes, for sure.
Nice.
Yes. We missed
it. Kyle Hendricks, 55 losses.
Okay.
Alex Reyes, I am actually going to say this is going to be tough.
Because your personal grudge.
I'm too close to this one. Alex Reyes, higher or lower than 55?
I think Alex Reyes is throwing that ball at you.
Yeah, no, he's throwing it in like the over Busch Stadium.
It's gonna hit the head like when Charlie Sheen hit the head of the dummy or the cardboard cutout or whatever it was.
I'm gonna go. Gosh, I'm gonna side with Mongo's hatred and say he has more than more than 50.
Yeah, that's a lot of losses. I don't know.
Are you going higher?
Yeah, I'll go higher. Why not?
Why not? You might lose.
Let me make sure that so higher than 55.
Higher than 55.
Mongo's laughing. That's not a good sign.
No, he only has 11 losses.
Oh my God.
I'm saying it only because he's been hurt so much. And then every time that he was out there, he got hurt.
You're listening to the Cardinal fan. Wow.
Are you sure? I'll tell you what.
It was a good run while it lasted, boys.
I'll tell you what.
You're gonna give a mulligan?
Don't forget to tune in each and every Saturday
I'm
beer and break.
You're gonna give
you a mulligan because you've had such a hard day.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Stay out of this, Kevin.
Much like the Wham song "Hard Day," which is an awesome song if you haven't heard it. I'm going to give you the mulligan.
I'll give you a worse example. I'll give you "It's Been a Bad Day," whatever that song was.
It's been a bad day. Okay.
Is that James Blake or whatever?
"Hard Day" by Wham is much better than that.
Yes, it is. Yes, sir, it is.
Edwin Diaz. This guy's awesome. I love this guy. And Jose Barrios.
Okay.
So here's your mulligan.
That was so much easier.
March down the field, bro. You got this.
You got this.
Go for it, Angelo.
And thank you, Ian. Thick as a brick. You know it. Edwin Diaz started with the Mariners, had a great season. He has 28 losses. 28 losses. Okay. They don't have his saves on here because he's a super saver.
Wow,
but,
really?
That's kind of weird.
Because he's
So Jose Barrios, higher or lower than 28?
Even might be hard. I don't know.
This is hard. 28.
28.
I'm gonna go higher than 28.
Okay. You would be right with 47.
47. I was thinking he's gonna be in the 30s. Right on.
47. Higher or lower for Lance Lynn?
Oh,
47. This one's tough. I think I'll stick with higher still.
Okay. 77.
Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't. Right. I thought he would have a lot more, but he's super. He's a super consistent guy. Always gets a lot of wins, and he's not really super respected. But yeah, he's super awesome. So 77. You say Kikuchi, higher or lower than 77?
You say Kikuchi, I say lower.
Yeah, I would say.
I still say Shioshi Kikuchi. We're on concussions. Are we going to say higher or lower than 78 for concussions for Shioshi?
24. 24. Look at it, but he's been he's been. Hey, he has a long career.
But that list is Seibu
Japanese
time, though.
You know? You're absolutely right on that one. So yeah,
I was like going, ooh, Seibu.
Seibu, yeah. He started with the Mariners in 2019. So Dylan Cease.
What's the number?
The number is 24. Dylan Cease, higher or lower?
And we're talking about Dylan Cease, not how many cease and desist letters Jack has received.
Hey, whoa.
Hi-yo.
Wait, there's triple digit losses?
So I believe that knock at the door that Cowboy Jack was referencing is higher than 28.
Yeah. So,
No,
18.
No, dude, I led you astray.
It's okay.
18. I knew that he didn't. I didn't think he had that many years, but like
3-4 years. But yeah,
But good run. Good run. All right, here we go. Close it out. Jake the Snake McGee, not Jake the Snake Barisnik.
Not Jake the Snake.
Jake
Roberts, not Jake
Bobby
the Snake.
McGee, yes.
Or I'll say Kenny the Snake Stapler. Anybody,
Yes. Air Jordan Montgomery.
or Jordan Montgomery Ward.
There you go.
Or Jordan Montgomery Burns. Let's just keep going here. I can just do this all day.
Luis Castillo. I like that. This is the happiest one that we've had.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Ma'am. That's his.
It's like,
ma'am.
For Ed Brown, I needed one more. I need Jordan Montgomery Brewster.
Hey,
that's not right. That's not right.
One thing to know about Luis Castillo, he's definitely a gentleman, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Like some lady just got her purse stolen. He chased down the perp, beat him up, and went back and handed it to her, and then turned and was like, "Ma'am."
Nick Pivetta from the Red Sox, and get your beers ready. This is Eric Joni Lauer.
Oh,
bro!
Wow, that was
very good.
Rest in peace.
Too soon? Never too soon.
Yeah, never too soon. Jokes are more important than feelings.
Yes, Jake.
Joke was a little dead. No.
Ooh.
Wow, guys.
Yeah, that's on par with my Lou Gehrig joke last week.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking about editing out of the feed. 25 losses for Jake McGee. All right, so Jordan Montgomery. I figure he's a young guy because I don't know much about him, so I'm definitely gonna go lower.
Are you sure? Because don't make tell Mr. McGee, don't make you angry. We wouldn't like you when you're angry, Mr. McGee.
All right. So I say lower 17. 17.
All right, there you go. Montgomery Brewster only has 17 losses and $300 million. Jeez.
Montgomery Punky Brewster.
That's
So
right.
now,
This one's hard.
This one is hard. He plays with the Reds, so that gives me a little thing. He's actually really good for the Reds.
Yes.
My God, he's so handsome.
But I'm definitely gonna go 17. I'm gonna go higher.
I think you're fine with that.
49.
Yeah,
49.
he's
been.
I was saying it was gonna be close. Like, I thought about nah, he has more important.
Yeah, he's been sucking up some losses.
How many purses has he recovered?
Yes. Nick Pivetta. This will be an interesting one. I think this is gonna be tough. So 49 on this one.
Yeah, this one.
Nick Pivetta. Wow.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go lower. I don't feel good about it, but I'm gonna do it. So 49.
That's what I would have picked, I think.
Yeah, lower than 49. 38.
Woo! Wait, why am I one you? I don't want you to win.
I know.
But we all cheer for exciting plays, dude. Well
exactly.
Done.
It's just like baseball. Like I'm drinking a beer about Kirk Gibson hitting a home run in the 88 World Series, which I still get mocked to this day because of how much I hated that moment as a young Angel fan.
So 38. I'm gonna go lower on Eric Lauer. I also don't feel good about this one, but I think I'll be okay. 38. 24.
24. Jeez, I never
playing with fire here.
I never even.
Goodness sakes, dude, this is thrilling, bro.
Okay, so Eovaldi, I will definitely say higher, only because I know he has a little bit longer of a career. Yes, he does.
Oh yeah. Because you have the Rays before that, yeah.
Yeah, 65. He's been there.
Is that the most losses we've had? Because we haven't really had like a very long experienced player.
Yeah,
like Lance Lynn might have been the most otherwise.
Yeah, he had a one where he was 6-14, then 14-3.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
but look at those teams. Can you look at that again? Look at the teams he was on. He was on the Marlins for the 14 losses and 14-3 at the Yankees. That's all you need to know.
There you go. Exactly. A little bit more defense, right?
Yeah, no, Marlins were having a tough run, but normally they're a top tier team. I get it, dude. I know baseball.
So 65. Ian Anderson will definitely be below that. I know he's a young pup.
Are you sure?
I think that he is.
I have no Aqualung joke.
Yeah, 65. 7.
7. Oh,
7.
Geez.
And last but not least,
let's get our tiebreaker ready.
Higher than 7. I will say that.
I think so.
And I lost. He has 3.
Stop it.
No.
Oh, my God.
He has 3.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I thought he's been around for a while. What the heck?
Played on the Padres.
Wow.
The 17 innings.
Wow.
He must be a reliever. I thought he was
Disco.
starting. Oh wow.
Bro.
He's starting now.
He wasn't then apparently. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh.
Bro. Let me ask you a question, dude. Game 7 of the World Series in your home stadium, and you just struck out. How do you feel?
I forgot looking.
How do you feel?
Oh, that was awful.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's a moment of the year. That was the worst beat we've had in this game.
I've done that before. In a couple
I
of
don't care. I won. All right.
All right.
Michael, you just hit the lamp for yourself, please.
Yeah. Well, if I was, I thought that doing this.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm so glad we have that one now. That's like my favorite.
I prefer the buzzer just to irritate Jack.
You like that one? Yeah, and that was me.
I love that one. My favorite moment ever in the history of this show was after hours with the buzzer. That's my favorite moment ever in the history of the show. Kayfabe.
Yeah. So I've actually done one worse of that, and I haven't. Do you guys want to hear? Do you guys want to hear it real now? real quick.
Oh, you got something
Sure.
new for us?
It's how I ended my. Stop me if I've told you this one before. It's how I ended my softball career in Arizona.
Nope.
So I played softball and on a team that was during the summer. It was all fun and games, and then we got to playoffs, and I had to work. I had to work a random, like first round of the playoffs. I'm like, I got to work. So what I found out was that people harsh you if you miss the playoffs, right? So I come back the next week because they had a ragtag team, but they got to the next round. So like I went, so I was like, hey, I'm here to play. And the coach of the team says like, yeah, like you didn't make it last week. And I'm like, I've been here every single week. I had to work like last week. And he goes, no, you don't miss playoffs. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. So he literally benched me on a softball, a recreational softball team. Like I was benched.
How old were you?
I'm in my 20s. So I'm in my early 20s. And it's, by the way, this is a total, like, it's a coming of age, but I'm way too old to be telling this story. And it has a great ending. So he benches me the whole game. Like I just sat there and I'm just being like, what? Are you serious? I'm being benched for a recreational softball game. I'm like, whatever.
No.
And by the way, that game, people broke into everybody's cars. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Lovely.
That was delayed by that. Okay. So anyway, it gets down to the last inning. And somehow we fight our way back in the game. We are down the whole game, and then we fight our way back. And there's 2 outs, and who's asked to pinch hit? Who's asked to pinch hit with the bases loaded? Like the winning runs like third or second or something like that. I don't remember the situation, but it was bases loaded. I remember that. All I have to do is get a hit, and we are either tied or go ahead. And in that league, you have 1 strike on you. You go up there with 1 strike on you. It's just to make the game faster.
That's most softball leagues, yeah.
Okay. So I just go up there and I just stand there and I have the bat on my shoulder. I go, wherever this first pitch is, I'm not swinging. And the bat on the shoulder. Okay. The pitch comes, it's a perfect strike. And you see the coach, the guy who runs this team, he is freaking out. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he is pissed. And everybody else is just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just like, pat on the shoulder. Okay. So I said, I don't care where this next one is. I'm going to swing as if I'm going to hit it out of Arizona. Okay. Slow pitch softball, mind you.
Oh no!
The ball comes. I take a running start at it, and I whiff.
No!
I struck out with the bases loaded in a playoff game in slow pitch softball. I took the bat, I dropped it, and I walked to my car.
And then saw your car was broken into.
And my car wasn't broken into, thank God. But yeah, that's how I ended my softball career in Arizona.
Oh,
that's so good.
And tune in
you know
next
what,
week.
dude? I'm sad that you left, but Arizona doesn't deserve you, man. We just don't.
Hold on.
Oh, you're too great.
Michael?
Yeah.
I ask you to do me a favor. Tune in next week to hear the end of Michael Mondragon's soccer career.
Oh, that's even more brilliant. Yeah, the end of my soccer career was just as brilliant.
Tune in next week because that is that might be as good.
It does. It actually, my soccer. I will tell the story next week how my soccer career.
Oh
ended.
my God!
This is so wonderful.
It's insane.
Hey, Matt Sinister is here. Right on.
There he is.
Actually, my soccer story leads to my pro wrestling career. So.
Yes, it really, really does.
Okay.
That's right after you moved here. Am I correct?
It's true. It's true. Yes. I actually moved here with the I'll just
we'll talk about that next week.
Foreshadow it.
There's a tease for next week.
All right, so let's do some baseball trivia to end it out. Let's test your knowledge. We want to hear from everybody in the chat what your answers are. And here's the first question. What up-and-coming star player saw his first World Series with the Yankees in 1936 as Babe Ruth's replacement? Your guesses will be Lou Gehrig, Freddie Fitzsimmons, Joe DiMaggio, Carl Hubble, Lefty Gomez, or Tony Lazzari. Kevin, do you know this one?
I mean, I can only have the field immediately. There's a red herring in here.
Who knows?
There might be red herring.
So 1936.
There's one I would immediately go to, but now I'm suspicious. But half the field I can eliminate immediately.
Ian going with
why.
Freddie Fitzsimmons.
All right.
Kevin, are you a professional dancer? Like, is that how you make your living? Because
no,
my lord, sir, you got moves.
No, I'm moving in my chair. No. That's how I move. I'm actually having seizures from the beer.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
As Bobby the Brain Heenan said about Uncle Elmer, he's probably moving right now and we can't tell.
And hey, on a future episode, we already talked about how Bobby Heenan made a joke about you, Michael Mondragon.
Oh yeah, he did. During a TV taping of WWF Challenge.
I think we talked about that on a Happy Hour.
It's actually on one of our videos when the college baseball and at Dodger Stadium.
That's right. There you go.
So Matt
Mr. Coffee.
Going with Mr. Coffee. Yes.
Joe Monroe.
Bubble Pug going with Joe DiMaggio as well. Angelo, who do you got?
Oh man, looks like the majority of those that participated in the chat say Joe DiMaggio. I don't know. This is going to be a complete guess, and this guess is just going to be because I can insert a joke here. So I'm going to go with Southpaw Lefty Gomez.
Oh, okay. There you go. Like it. Jack?
I hate to go against everybody, and I'm just doing it for the joke too, but Tony Sausage and Peppers Lazzarini sounds pretty good to me, dude.
Who are you going with, Kevin?
I mean, well, I know it's not Lou Gehrig, obviously, because he was playing a long time. And sorry to ruin Angelo's answer, but Carl Hubble and Lefty Gomez were both pitchers, so it's not going to be either of those two gentlemen. The obvious answer to me would be Joe DiMaggio, but I'm like, I still just feel like there's a trick here. I don't think, you know what? I'm still going to go with it. Joe DiMaggio seems to be the obvious answer. I'll go with it.
Well, Joe DiMaggio it is.
There you go. All right.
Wow.
Jolton Joe, the Yankee Clipper, Joe D, or we all know him as Mr. Coffee.
Yes.
that's how I know him growing up.
Mr. Monroe. I know him as Mr. Marilyn Monroe.
Mr. Monroe.
Yes.
Yep.
Check out the hops, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. I don't know where this picture is from, but it's
a great picture.
It's like in a cornfield somewhere.
I know. Is he in Iowa?
Is he above the grass or the top of a cornfield? Because
it's
like above the grass, and it's like, all right, that's an athletic honky, but above a cornfield, and it's like, whoa, dude, he's got serious hops.
But you know, that could be in the farms in Martinez, California, where he's from, up in Northern California.
Oh, that makes sense too. Yep. So he played from 36 to 42. Went off to war 46 to 51. So he actually could have had a better career. 13-time All-Star, 9-time World Series champion, 3-time AL MVP, 2-time batting champion, 2-time home run leader, 2-time AL RBI leader, 56-game hitting streak. Number 5 retired with the Yankees. So,
and he had, I believe, 2 brothers who played professional baseball as well. Dom DiMaggio, and I want to say Vince, but I can't remember for sure. I'm on the right. If I'm right.
Right. I remember Dom, but Vince. Yeah, it was just.
I might be wrong on that. But I know there was 3 DiMaggios played baseball in that time period.
And
definitely a Northern California legend because he's from the San Francisco area. Yeah.
Wow.
88.84 a third ballot Hall of Famer. So when people start like talking about this first ballot stuff, Joe DiMaggio with all those credentials and he went to war,
Right.
had to get a third ballot.
Sure.
And you didn't even mention the 56 game hitting streak, which who knows if anybody's ever going to break that.
No, I mentioned.
If it's been like what,
Yeah.
70 years?
Yeah.
And the closest has been what? Pete Rose got to like the 40s, I think, back in like the 70s or something like that.
Yeah. So stop all this first ballot stuff. Like, you know,
Bro, he was a third. You know what? He might have been a third ballot draft choice, but he sounds like a first ballot brother. So cheers.
That's right. Cheers. He's bagging Maryland, you know.
love it.
Whoa.
Oh, he was married. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying because he can jump good, dude. We didn't need to make it dirty.
He made some good coffee, and he, you know, had a good, you know.
It's a family show, son. It's a family show.
All right, here's
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
here's question number 2. Who is the only pitcher in Major League Baseball to win World Series game in 3 different decades?
I got this.
Okay, tell us, Jack.
Tell us.
No, go ahead and show the
Tell
answer.
us, Jack.
Here are your answers. We got Whitey Ford,
Damn it.
Johnny Padres, Rob Welch, Jim Palmer, Jack Morris, or Catfish Hunter.
This is a great list you made here, Michael.
Who is
This
the
was a-
only pitcher in Major League Baseball to win a World Series game in 3 different decades?
Michael, you made a great list here. I'll tell you that right now. You made a great list here.
This is tough.
This is.
Considering I thought it was the pitcher from Wild Thing, Ricky Vaughn.
Ricky Vaughn?
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever see the World Series? You ever seen those movies, Major League? Have you seen those movies?
I've seen the one movie over and over so many times.
Are you aware
That's
that
why
they
I
did not
think
make-
he won it, because I've been watching
Excuse
that
me.
movie my whole life.
You realize they didn't win the World Series? They didn't even make the World Series in that movie, right?
What?
Yeah, that was just to make it to the playoffs. It wasn't for the World Series.
You're trying to
Moving
win
on,
the
dude.
pennant.
Don't destroy my childhood, bro. Moving forward.
Your childhood.
Childhood, yeah, like
How do you dare you destroy my teen years, dude? Come on.
Angelo, who do you got?
I'm going to go with the majority in the group and
Oh, I
go
didn't
with
see
number
it.
4,
Oh.
Jim half iced tea, half lemonade Palmer.
Nice.
Wow.
Jim Arnold Palmer. Who do you got, Jack?
Johnny, I don't play in San Diego Padres.
That's a good one. That's pretty good.
Kevin?
Yeah.
I mean, I went through this list. I'm thinking in my head. There's only a couple people even eligible, I think, to even pull this off. It could have been Bob Welch, but I don't think he did it because Bob Welch is possible because he played at the Dodgers in the 70s, played at the Dodgers and the A's, and they're in the World Series in the 80s. 90, the A's. No, it is Jim Jockey Palmer.
You would be right. You guys nailed it.
1969,
Yes.
1969, the 70s, and 83. So there you
Yes,
go.
that's it.
Wow, dude. Wow. It's so
That is
cool
it.
that you had that picture queued up ready to
He
go.
knew. He knew.
Well,
Kevin, you are a baseball savant.
Yeah, for real.
That's the nice way of saying. That's the nice way of saying it. Thank you.
Yeah, he's either a baseball savant or a male underwear model savant. Because
I'm gonna go with both.
Yeah, you know. To be
why
fair.
not both, dude?
Why not both?
I mean, I
Why not
said
both?
Jockey Palmer
overachieving.
immediately, yeah, so you know.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, 6-time All-Star, 3-time
Wow.
World Series champion, 3-time Cy Young Award winner.
Are those his
4-time
awards in modeling underwear?
Yeah, well, I mean, and back in the like him and Steve Garvey, I remember like were like the big heartthrobs of baseball back then. Well, Garvey for the NL and then Jim Palmer for the NL. So, yeah, so both leagues were represented nicely.
God, he looks like a serial killer in that picture, dude.
He's
He's like, no,
What, in his
put
underwear?
the lotion on your skin, dude.
I know all the focus is on Jim Palmer's jockey ad right now, but we'd be remiss if we overlooked the fact that I believe Kevin Lyon just achieved the BBB Triple Crown
What?
and ran the gauntlet in card
Oh.
charts
Oh,
and went 2 for 2 in trivia.
Oh,
I don't know if that's
Wow.
happened
I-
before.
I have no idea.
Nice.
That's an elite club to be in, dude. Well done.
All
Hey, he's
right.
in the club with himself, likely.
It's him and Tom Hanks. Him and Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And Jim Palmer was inducted to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1990, 92% first ballot.
He's first ballot, but Joe DiMaggio is not first
Nope.
ballot.
There you go.
Jeez.
So-
It was the jockey
Oh,
ad.
Is
It's-
it-
Baseball writers, they love a man looking to express himself.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
love
right.
us.
They like jockey underwear more than coffee. Obviously.
That
Oh,
voting
we
process. That voting process was called Hammock Gate.
Hammock
Thank you,
Gates.
Ian, thank you, but no, I'm not.
First
I'm
ballot.
not.
First ballot.
Thank you.
Kevin is a first ballot BBB Hall of Famer.
He is. He is.
I mean, I definitely have the eligibility being around for 150 years.
That's right. That's you definitely put in your service time. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Well, of course.
Ma'am.
Well, unfortunately, we have some bad news. Joe Pignatano. Now,
What an amazing
I
photo.
picked this picture like specifically. Unfortunately, he passed away. He passed away on May 23rd, 92 years young. And like I always say, like I hope to live to 92. And this guy was definitely lived a great life. Was a member of the 1959 World Series champion Dodgers as a player, the 1969 World Series champion as a Mets coach. I did not know this. In January 1958, Roy Campanella, a very famous Dodger, was paralyzed in a car accident. John Roseboro succeeded him as the Dodgers starting catcher.
Wow.
Pignatano was the Dodgers starting catcher. And Pignatano was Roseboro's backup in 58 and 59 and a third string catcher in 60. So definitely in the mix of all that, which I was not aware of. And this picture, during his years as the Mets bullpen coach, he cultivated a vegetable garden in the bullpen. And for those familiar, it's not AT&T Park, Oracle Park, right? They actually have tower gardens now
Wow.
in the area back there. So it
that's
not
cool.
in this area, it's like in the center field area. So they have actually San Francisco has gardens in the back, and they actually grow their own food, and you can actually go back there. But I did not realize this guy had a tomato garden at Shea Stadium.
That's so
How
awesome.
awesome is that?
That's
Bravo.
super
Bravo.
cool, dude. He had a tomato
Bravo.
garden.
So good.
Ryan, you know what? I mean, great dude. And he suffered from a medical condition where he was constantly cold, which you can tell by he's wearing a wool sweater underneath his
Wow.
uniform there. Looks like Top Gun Talwar's arm right there, dude.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah.
Wow.
Are you sure? Is that not hair? Because Bill's job
Yes,
is the hair.
that was the
Just-
joke, dude.
Yeah, I know. All right. Jeez.
Yeah, it's super. I wasn't even aware of this. He didn't have great batting. He had a 234 batting average, 16 home runs, 62 runs batted in, but played for the Brooklyn and Los Angeles Dodgers, the Kansas City Athletics, and the Giants in 62. Maybe he brought the garden.
Yeah,
to
there you
Kansas.
go. Yep.
And the Mets in 62 as well. Yeah. So salud,
Yeah.
no
Oh, no.
Pignatano.
My beer's empty. I drank 2 of these. Oh, no. That's trouble. I want to get a third before the show ends. I might do that during plugs. Why not?
There. So again, if you'd like to support us, all of our efforts here at the Beer Baseball blog, become a Patreon member. Patreon.com/Beer Baseball. Don't do it today. Please do it tomorrow. So
Yes.
you're charged for the full month. We appreciate your support. You can also buy our stickers, buttons, and beer coasters on our Etsy page. Go to beerbaseball.store. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and yes, just like Jackie Martling, we're on TikTok. Jack, you've been doing some cool little shorts. We'll definitely put those up there as well. Guys, Angelo, you actually had a football pack opening last week. Do we have anything coming up for this week, or are we going to skip a week?
No, we have 2021 Mosaic basketball and beer and break this week.
Okay.
So NBA finals are here, Celtics and Warriors. So we're going to be opening at this upcoming Saturday. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, we did something a little bit different, and I vlogged my experience at the Ontario Comic-Con Revolution a couple weeks ago with Big Teach 45. We did a fun little pack war. There's some Easter eggs within that pack war. So hopefully, if you guys are wrestling fans, you guys can spot those out. But I got to interview some content creators, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, an artist, and some other small business owners as well. So it was a really fun time. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't had a chance to check it out. And I will be attending, and hopefully some of you guys here, Michael and Kevin, if you guys are able to, I'll be attending Marvel Night on June 18th at Lone Mart Field for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, and I'll be vlogging my experience that evening as well. So be on the lookout for that. And I was late today, so I missed the first half of the show. So I apologize for that. I will be on time next week, and I will be here to celebrate my birthday next Tuesday with all of you.
Yeah, right on. Yes.
Yay.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday indeed. We're looking forward to celebrating that.
Oh, we're going to party, baby.
Let's do it.
You have to ask Cowboy Jack Durango twice to celebrate.
My birthday is every day, and you'll party every day.
That's true. That's true.
That's to be fair.
Kevin, what do you got?
First off, I have a couple of shout outs I want to give. I want to give a shout out to a friend of the show. Her name's Brittany. She works at Radiant Beer Company. She just finished up over there, but she's a friend of the show. I want to give a shout out to her because she was good people to have around. Her and her husband are big wrestling fans, AEW fans. Apparently, he saw tapes of myself and you, Michael Mondragon, back when we were wrestling back in the Revolution Pro days.
No kidding.
Nice.
Wow.
So I was told if we go to Lake Elsinore Stadium to invite, I can't even talk, Lake Elsinore Storm game to invite her and her husband out because they moved to Temecula. So give a shout out to them. Also, I poured this beer because I need to give a birthday toast. It's a little belated, but it's for not just the friend of the show, Patreon of the show, Matt Sinister. Pull up your beers, give a toast to Matt Sinister. Just had his birthday this past Saturday.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Right
his
on.
plans got a little derailed. He was supposed to see Matchbox 20 on Saturday, and I guess the show got postponed last minute. But regardless, cheers, Matt. Happy birthday, sir.
Wow, that's right. It's yeah, let's see. Yes, happy birthday, Matt. We definitely it was Matchbox 20?
Yes, sir.
Yes. They've got to be Matchbox 50 about now.
Right, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Very good.
Oh,
very good.
Bro, is the excuse like that they got postponed and Matt just woke up and was like, I'm going to a Matchbox 20 concert? Like, I'll just tell everybody it was postponed. Like, somebody gave him taste for his birthday.
No, Matt supports. Matt supports all these.
All about it.
Matt can't drive 55. I remember he took Kevin to.
I went with Matt Sinister. I went with Matt Sinister, Sammy Hagar, and Collective Soul about in like 2019. I want to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow, dude. Matt Sinister is truly a brother, dude. Well
That's
done.
right. Absolutely.
But wait, Cowboy Jack Durango, what is one of your favorite bands that we all goof on?
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they rule, dude.
Rule.
We can all goof each other.
They rule.
They rule,
And
bro.
They rule.
Tomorrow, I have for pint packs at 7 p.m. Pacific, I have a pack of 89 Dogras and 89 Tops. You see that? I don't know if you can see that there's some gum in here. So I'm going to do something different, Michael. In my fridge, I might regret this. I have an Extreme Warhead Sour Lemon Beer I'm going to open and I'm going to have the gum while I have
Oh,
the beer.
nice.
That'll be
Gross, dude. That's awesome.
It's going to be gross. I don't think it's going to be as amazing as Michael's moment when he had the extreme sours on the show in the past.
Yes.
Hashtag do the research, go through our archives on YouTube.
Yeah.
I figured, you know what? If I have this Warhead beer, it's lemon and I might as well have it with the gum. And it might make the gum taste better because literally when I bite it, it turns into powder. It's like I'm biting a potato chip.
Yeah, exactly. Powder.
So before I throw it to Cowboy Jack for his plug, Angelo, what is your guilty pleasure band?
Oh gosh, there's probably a lot of them, but for sure, like NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, for sure.
There you go. Oh no, that's right.
No, he said guilty pleasure, not best bands ever, bro. You're cool. That's fine.
But hey, but to Cowboy Jack though, I do enjoy some Darius Rucker for sure.
Oh,
Hootie rules.
I
think that's the first time I've gotten buzzed. Did I get buzzed by way of Cowboy
you
Jack?
got buzzed by proxy, guilty by association.
But seriously, it's Darius Rucker. One of my favorite songs right now is "Beers and Sunshine" by Darius Rucker.
There you go. There you go.
Rules,
okay, we just give Jack a hard time.
Yeah.
Mine's Duran, but ultimately I love to.
Oh, there's no guilty pleasure there.
There's no guilty pleasure in Duran.
Hall of Famers, by the way. Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers. Cowboy Jack Durango.
Yes.
We need to give another shout out because right now at Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles, California, friend of the show, Top Gun Tallwar, is at the Dodger game right now with our friend, international Japanese wrestling referee Keigo Yoshino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
so
exactly.
Good time at Dodger
Man,
Stadium.
hell yeah. Get it.
Yeah, super
cheers.
cool. Yeah, he's a super baseball fan. And Keigo Yoshino, is it the Henshin Tigers that he is? So in Japanese baseball, each section has their own like cheering squad. So they have their own like cheerleaders, but he is the section like leader for the Hanshin Tigers. He doesn't do it anymore, I don't think, but he actually led his section. So that's why you see all those coordinated cheers and everything.
Super cool, man.
Yeah, so he's a super big baseball fan.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Cowboy Jack, what you got?
Yeah, what do you got, Jack?
Join the Beer Baseball Blog Instagram page on Sundays for Hazy History with Kevin Lyon and Cowboy Jack Durango, where we take a deep dive into the fun, the weird, the illegal, the underhanded, the dirty side of baseball, and we always crown a deplorable baseball bum of the week.
That's right. We only have our subject pick for this Sunday, so we got.
It's going to be a surprise, I think.
I know. I have to do it. I got to figure out when we're going to do it because I have plans Sunday afternoon, right, Angelo? So we'll get on that. We'll get on it.
We'll figure
Tune in Sunday afternoon. I want to say 2:30. 2:30, 3 o'clock is going to be.
Perfect.
So get ready for some more fun. If not, if you have Instagram, look on Sunday, we talked about Dave Winfield versus Jordan Steinbrenner, and that was just, oh my gosh.
It was so much fun. So much fun. I'm telling you, these little Instagram gimmicks we're doing are so much fun. Like, absolutely. They're short, they're concise, there's always some laughs, there's always some twists and turns, and gosh, it's turning me into such a big baseball fan. Just more and more every day.
As we hate on baseball at the same time.
Well, current baseball.
Yeah. True. All right, so we will see you next Tuesday for another Beer Baseball Blogcast. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you next Tuesday. Good night, everyone. Take care.